and gentlemen, introducing your Pioneers. Starting at guard, 5'8" senior from Tecumseh, Kansas, number 1, Lydia Austinson. At the other guard, 5'6" senior from Kansas City, Missouri, number 2, Jordan Gonzalez. At the other guard, 5'7" senior from Memphis, Tennessee, number 3, Vienna Pettis. At 4, 6' senior from Stillwell, Kansas, number 30, Area Sargent. And at center, 6' freshman from Faribault, Missouri, number 25, Cameron Reed. Pioneers are coached by John Lewis, assisted by Alexis McAfee, Drew Wheatrod, Olivia Balloon, and Navia Surratt. Today's referees are T. Greenwood, Brian Hansen, and Darren Baston.
Welcome into the Cook Center. We're in the campus of Mid-America Nazarene University, where we're set for some Heart of America women's basketball between your hosts, the Mid-America Nazarene Pioneers, and the visiting Graceland University Yellow Jackets in town from Lamoni, Iowa. The Pioneers won the first of these two matchups up at Graceland and will look to continue their hot streak here in the second semester. Have lost just one since January took over. And team is absolutely rolling at the right time, currently sitting in 4th in the Heart of America, which would give them a home playoff game in the conference tournament if they can stay in that position or move up. So every game crucial down the stretch, fighting for some conference tournament seeding here for your Pioneers. Tip goes out of bounds, and it'll be I want to say Wild Jacket. It's Yellow Jacket basketball. Baseline runner, a couple screens for Alana Swift Jr., and she takes a pull-up jumper, and Swift gets the scoring started for Graceland. Nice executed set coming out of the locker room, and Jordan Gonzalez looks to respond. Her three just short. Swift going to bring it across the timeline. Hand off to Walker Henry. A right to left cross, gets into the paint and drops one off inside. A little give and go right back to Walker Henry, and her layup's too strong. Pioneers got away with one that time. That was a pretty clean look inside. Cameron Green pulls down the defensive rebound. Green had her pass deflected out of bounds by big Brianna Griffiths, a freshman. It's going to be a matchup to watch. Two freshmen inside, Cameron Green and Brianna Griffiths. Though it looks like Griffiths is playing on the perimeter, being guarded by Lydia Austinson. Green playing inside against Trinity Greenwood. That's another freshman, so how about that? Several underclassmen out there in the starting lineup for the Yellow Jackets. Crossover and a step-back jumper on the way from Heaven Baruch. Was off the mark, and here come the Pioneers in transition. Bianna Pettis all the way to the rim. Lefty finish is good. Pettis ties us at 2. Yellow Jackets in transition. Shoot it quick. Off the back rim, the shot from Greenwood, no good. Sargent the rebound. Pettis trying to go inside to Cameron Green. That pass was deflected out of bounds by Griffiths. Be back and forth action. Both these teams early on look to play up tempo. The Pioneers always like to run. They'll settle into some half-court offense as well. As Green fakes the dribble handoff, turns the corner, gets all the way to the rim, missed the layup. And Bianna Pettis laying in the weeds, jumps the passing lane, steals it in the backcourt, and she's going to go to the line for 2. She was fouled hard by Trinity Greenwood to save the layup. It's a heads-up play by the senior guard from Memphis, Tennessee. Realized outlet passer had no eyes on her, jumped the passing lane, easy steal. Pettis' first free throw up and good, so she's got all 3 for the Pioneers. And 1 for 2. It's a 3-2 lead here early on. It's Alana Swift, guarded by Pettis, brings it across. Spread, ball screen, dribble handoff action. 4 around 1 at the elbow. It's Greenwood in there at the elbow, and Walker Henry's pass was stolen away. Looking for Greenwood on the pick and roll. Pioneers snuffed it out. Austinson all the way to the rim, right-handed layup up and good. It's a nice take for the senior out of Tecumseh, Kansas. So quick getting downhill to that right hand. Beats everyone down the floor in transition. It's a good athlete. There's a strong take and finish inside by Greenwood. Up and over Cameron Green for the 2. Pettis right back the other way. Stops, kicks out, resets the offense. Run a lot of offense out of that high post. Cameron Green acts as a hub for just about everything the Pioneers do offensively. Dribble handoffs, ball screens out of that mid-post area. They'll go to her in the block as well. 3 on the way from Gonzalez and off the mark. And here comes Graceland in transition. Swift stops, kept that pivot foot down, spun around and missed everything, but an offensive rebound also way off the mark, never drew iron. Gonzalez throws it ahead to Bianna Pettis. Nice baseline drive and the drop-off pass for Cameron Green, who puts it home. A nice start to this ball game for Pettis. She's got 3 points and assist. Done a nice job on Swift after that opening possession. Horns action, screen from Baruch. And a little shot fake and pull-up jumper is off the mark, but Baruch chases it down. And then a wild pass inside. Yellow Jackets track it down before it goes out of bounds. And there's Green to strip it away. The turnover, Pioneers have a 3-on-2 break. Austinson gonna take it herself all the way to the rim, missed it. Green pokes it free to Pettis. No reset on the shot clock. Pettis uses a ball screen, stops, kicks out to a wide open shooter. Ariel Sargent, top of the key, left it short. And Yellow Jackets going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll take one with them. It's an early 7-4 lead for your Pioneers halfway through quarter number 1. MNUsports.com. Graceland ball coming out of the timeout, and Janiyah Davis into the ball game for the first time, handles out top. Wildcats go right inside to Greenwood. She lost it on the power dribble, but Yellow Jackets keep possession. Swift one-on-one with Pettis in the post. Here comes a double team. She got rid of it, and ooh, they're gonna get Gonzalez for a reach in. I disagree with that call. Jordan Gonzalez did a nice job anticipating that pass out of the post. Should have come up with a steal. They're going to get her for her first personal. Just the first team foul on the Pioneers as well. Camry Dilly into the ball game for the Yellow Jackets. Aubrey Rogers and Allison French in off the bench for Mid-American Nazarene. As Swift knocks down a contested jumper. That's a tough shot for the leading scorer from Graceland, averaging about 16 points a game is Swift. Does not really shoot it from the three-point line, just 2 for 13 all season. Shoots 50% from the floor and shoots it very efficiently at the free throw line, so got to keep her out of the paint. She's hit 2 mid-range jumpers now. Sophia Rodriguez into the ball game now for Graceland. Sargent top of the key. Little zoom action for French. She turns the corner, crosses over, gets to the rim, and had it blocked from behind, I think, by Dilly. Griffith's going to take a contested three over Ariel Sargent. Good defense from Sargent, forces the miss. Pettis is bumped up top. It's going to be a foul on Janiyah Davis, her first. Third team foul for Graceland.
That's her first. Third team foul.
Sargent takes the inbounds pass. Two-man game with Gonzalez on the left wing. Give and go for French. Top of the key three off the mark. And there's Aubrey Rogers, right place, right time for the offensive rebound. Rogers makes so many hustle plays, excellent defensively. Energy really can change the game off the bench. It's a nice look inside. Jordan Gonzalez gets the layup to go. Ariel Sargent the assist on the backdoor cut. It's pretty two-man action from Gonzalez and Sargent. Some two seniors who played a lot of minutes together. Pioneers ice the ball screen on that right wing, which means they're not going to let Swift get to the middle. Going to force her toward the sideline. Really kind of blows up that ball screen. Pioneers come up with a stop. Been a staple of Coach John Lewis's defense for years. They'll ice that wing ball screen and force you to play 2-on-2. Don't want to bring a third player over to help. As Sargent with the assist last time down, this time down knocks down a triple of her own. Pioneers double up the Yellow Jackets early on, 12-6. Swift isolated on the wing. Attacks, gets to the paint, and she's fouled on the floor by Pettis. That's a strong take from Alana Swift. Little jab step, rocker step, and a quick first step to the paint. It's the first personal on Pettis. Another stop for your Pioneers. Here comes Pettis across the midcourt. Crosses the channel, hands it off to Rogers. Looking for Cameron Green inside. She does a nice job clearing out a ton of space. Pettis drove baseline. Got it to Allison French, who knocks down a triple. Back-to-back threes now for your Pioneers. Starting to find a rhythm offensively. That's a strong take inside by Janiyah Davis for the layup. Pettis responds. Left-hand layup all the way to the rim. They're going to call an offensive foul. That's a weak call. She did have that right arm in that crowbar, strong arm position, but she didn't extend it, at least from my vantage point. And there's going to be some contact on any drive to the rim. I don't know about that one, but it is the second personal on Pettis, so she's going to head to the bench. Means Gonzalez will have to handle more of the point guard duties, as Pettis is really the only true point guard. Jordan certainly capable, but plays the two more often and more comfortably, I think. It's Heaven Baruch. Little dribble handoff to Swift. Ooh, behind the back, in and out, pull up, jumper, left it short. Well, Swift has a little wiggle to her game. She puts it on the floor very well. Green, top of the key. Goes corner to Rogers. Empty corner, pick and roll. Yellow Jackets switch it. They switch back. Nice job inside by Graceland defense to get out of that mismatch and get a bigger body back on Cameron Green. Force the jumper and get a stop. Gonzalez and Green ice the ball screen on Swift. Swift found a cutting Rodriguez inside, and that shot was blocked away by Allison French. It's a ferocious block there by French. Blocked like an ex-boyfriend on Instagram. Davis calling for a ball screen out top, 14 on the shot clock. Pioneers ice it, but she snakes her way between two defenders, missed the floater off the glass. Austinson saved it from going out of bounds in the corner, and it was last touched by Graceland. So Pioneers going to steal possession back. Sargent checks back in for your Pioneers. Double drag ball screen out top. Jordan Gonzalez turns the corner all the way to the rim. Wanted the and one there, didn't get the finish, so she's going to go to the line for two.
That's her first team foul. Jordan Gonzalez at the line, shooting two.
Madison Haney into the ballgame for the first time for the Pioneers. Just a minute to go here in the first quarter. A 17-8 lead. Davis drives in, cut off by Austinson. Good defense from Lydia. They're going to get an off-ball foul on 24, Camry Dilly, her first. The fifth team foul, so it'll send Aubrey Rogers to the line for two shots. Rogers connects on the first, making it a double-digit lead for the Pioneers. Splits the pair. It's an 18-8 lead. Graceland possession with 15 between the shot and game clock, so probably just one possession each left now. The slot ball screen for Haynes. She gets into the paint, kicks it out. Walker Henry turns down a three, drives in, lefty layup, no good. Good defense from Sargent. Pioneers can take the final shot of this first quarter. Rogers just about turned it over. Austinson drives baseline, a wild layup, missed it, got her own miss. Pioneers coaching staff begging them to take the final shot of the quarter here. Now they're going to get into a set play action. They're looking to go inside to Green. Good defense from Graceland, able to blow up that cross screen. And Green had the offensive rebound in the putback, but putback was not in time to beat the buzzer. It's an 18-8 score at the end of one. Pioneers lead by 10. Thanks for tuning in on MNUsports.com. Pioneer basketball to start the second quarter. Set play coming out of the timeout. They look to go inside to Cameron Green. She's one-on-one in the post. Puts it on the floor. Drop step. Off the mark. Rebounded by Baruch. Swift in transition. Drops it off for Rodriguez, whose reverse layup was no good. Excuse me, that was Walker Henry who missed the reverse, not Rodriguez. And it's going to be a dead ball rebound, goes out of bounds. Pioneer basketball. Green gets a dribble handoff to Austinson, who turned the corner, getting downhill to that right hand again. She's fouled. Foul is on Avery Walker Henry. Her first.
Team foul. Substitution for Graceland, number 5, Vegas Camacho.
Camacho checks in for the first time for Graceland, number 5. Vegas Camacho. Skip pass, Austinson drives left, now gets back to that strong hand, and she walked. One too many steps. Drug that back pivot foot. And Pioneer's going to show press now. Looks like man-to-man pressure. They will show a 2-2-1 back to a zone at times, but you're just picking up man-to-man full court here, possibly because Camacho handling the ball and not Swift. Personnel dependent, perhaps. And a little back screen to get it to Swift, and an errant pass from Vegas Camacho is going to be a turnover. Sargent hands off to Gonzalez for a 3. On the way, she got it over along with Swift. Jordan Gonzalez up to 7 points now in the first half. Rogers denying Swift the ball, got her hand on it, but right place, right time was Trinity Greenwood. Unfortunate. A good defensive play by Rogers. Essentially an assist for the Yellow Jackets. Griffiths will check back in for Graceland. Gonzalez being pressured out top now by Swift. Has to put it on the floor. Sargent shaken up out of the corner. Now Haney goes back door. Reverse layup. Up and good. Should have been an and one. Madison Haney got hit on the head there as she finished the reverse layup for her first 2 of the game. A 23-10 lead for Pioneers. And now Haney gets on the floor, forces a steal. Gonzalez comes away with it. Gonna have to wait on a second wave of teammates, but she pulls up for 3 at the top of the key, left it short. Mackenzie Manthe will head in to give Cameron Green a quick breather. Swift, dribble handoff to Camacho. She's going to come off a floppy screen on the opposite side. Camacho drives in, wild shot off the mark, rebound by French. Here come the Pioneers. French up top. They're going to dribble handoff with Manthe and Haney, and Madison Haney's fouled again inside. Baseline out of bounds. Little elevator screen. Got it to Allison French up top. Just a little too deep to pull the trigger. Rogers inside. And Swift going to be called for the foul, trying to steal away from Gonzalez. the first personal on Swift with the third team foul here early in the second quarter. Austinson turns the corner, downhill to that right hand once again, and she's fouled. Going to go to the line for two. And with 7:08 left in the second quarter, the Pioneers will be in the bonus for the remainder of the first half.
Fourth team foul. Lydia Austinson at the line, shooting two.
Lydia hits the first. And she got them both. Pioneers show that token press once again. Camacho brings it across by herself. Now gets it to Swift way out top. Empty out of side. Pioneers want to ice that ball screen. Swift was able to use it and get middle, but not much further. Good gap defense that time from Gonzalez. There's Camacho with the tough finish inside, her first basket. Rogers left all alone, stops and buries the three behind the ball screen. Here comes that empty side ball screen again. This time they're going to flip it and set it toward the baseline. A pull-up jumper for Swift, too short. Defensive rebound by French. Here come the Pioneers running. Austinson ahead of everybody. They're going to wait for her teammates. Three from French left short, and Baruch comes down with the board. Short corner jumper knocked down by Trinity Greenwood. She's got 6 first half points. Rogers inside, kept the pivot foot down and scores one off the glass. Tough shot for Aubrey Rogers. She's got 6 now in the first. Greenwood, high post. Drives in on Mackenzie Manthe and scores up over the top. Back-to-back buckets now for Trinity Greenwood. Already scored more points here in the first half than she averages per game on the year. Gonzalez drives in, missed it, and Swift comes down with the rebound. She's going to take it coast to coast. Kicks out to an open Camacho for 3 off the mark. French tips the rebound to Jordan Gonzalez. Shot clock under 10. French going to take a 3 from the right wing and nothing but net. Allison French buries the triple. It's a 33-16 lead now with 4 minutes to go in the first half. Camacho gets a screen from Heaven Baruch going baseline. Snakes it back top. Another mid-range jumper up and good for Trinity Greenwood. She's in double figures with 10. Scored on 3 straight possessions. Gonzalez refuses the screen, drives in, and she's tripped up from behind by Swift. Gonzalez looked like she was going to use a ball screen going right. Instead, crossed over, refused it, had a clear lane to the basket, and just had her feet tangled up there by Swift. That's the second personal on Alana Swift. Again, Pioneers in the bonus and have not committed a team foul here in the second quarter. Gonzalez misses the first of 2. And missed them both, but there's Allison French slicing across the lane line for an offensive rebound. Cameron Green seals deep, left-handed jump hook up and good. textbook post offense there from Cameron Green. Sealed her defender head on the rim and just drop step lefty off the glass, up and good. An outstanding freshman season has Cameron Green. Leads the Pioneers in scoring and rebounding at about 12 points and 6.5 boards a game. Shoots over 50% from the floor. Only place she's got to improve maybe is at the free throw line, just 46% free throw shooter, but positive assist to turnover ratio. How often do you see that from a freshman center? It's an outstanding freshman year. And there's a nice pick and roll action that left Trinity Greenwood all alone on the block, and she scores yet again. She's up to 12 points now, leads all scorers. Austinson on the wing, goes mid-post to Cameron Green. Skip pass is stolen away. Janiah Davis jumped the passing lane, and she's going to take it across. Decides to pull it out, run some offense. Finds Heaven Baruch on the secondary break, and she goes to the rim, scores, and is fouled. Her first bucket, second leading scorer for this Wildcat or Yellow Jacket team.
That's her first, second team foul.
Fouls on Cameron Green, her first. Baruch makes the free throw as well. 12-point ball game. So back screen trying to get it to Cam Green inside. Instead, Aubrey Rogers going to drive at the long closeout. Got all the way to the rim, missed the layup, took some contact. And Graceland in transition. Wild shot off the corner of the backboard, and now Pioneers have numbers. Pettis picks her dribble up, but finds Austinson out top. Beautiful post entry. Cameron Green, this time the left-handed layup too strong. Did her work early once again, got good post position. Just didn't capitalize on the finish. Spinning turnaround jumper off the mark by Cameron Dilley. And Pioneers going to take a timeout, set up something on the offensive end here. It's 35-23 lead, 2:07 to go in the second quarter, MNUsports.com. Pioneer basketball out of the timeout. Into a horns look. Go to Sargent. She gets a double ball screen, drives right, forced the switch, and was up over the top of Swift. Missed the lefty jump hook. And Graceland the rebound. They're going to get Sargent for a personal foul going after it. Just her first. Yellow Jackets in a box set. America's play, little shuffle single. They get it to Heaven Baruch off the shuffle, and she throws it right to Allison French. French with the steal. Pioneers wanted to run. Now it's Pettis, coast to coast, lays it in with the left hand. Deanna Pettis now with 5. It's a 37-23 lead for your Pioneers. Same play, shuffle screen, single, got it to Swift out top. Now she gets a ball screen, picks her dribble up around the free throw line. Baruch's 18-footer, too strong. Pettis comes down with a long rebound, 3-on-1 break. Pettis to French, corner three, off the mark. Davis gets a screen. Pioneers switch it. And they go up over the top to take advantage of the height situation, the mismatch for Baruch, but she misses over the top of Gonzalez. 9-second difference between shot and game clock here. Pioneers will be wise to use that entire shot clock. Just about threw it away. Pettis able to track it down. Finds a wide open Gonzalez. 3 on the way, rattles out. A couple Pioneers fighting for the offensive rebound, but Graceland comes away with it. Swift gonna bring it across. It's 4-on-4. Swift, some fancy dribbling, finds a wide open cutting Janiah Davis, who misses the layup. Okay, that's to be the end of the first half. It's a 37-23 lead for your Pioneers. We'll be back in 15 minutes, bringing you the second half of action here in the Cook Center. Thanks for tuning in. MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. Welcome back into the Cook Center, where we're set for the second half of action between your hosts, the Pioneers, and Mid-American Nazarene University, who took a 37-23 lead into the halftime break over the visiting Graceland University Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Jackets were led in scoring by Trinity Greenwood with 12. Pioneers, it was a balanced attack. Let's say 8 or 9 Pioneers in the scoring column. Nobody putting up huge numbers, everybody contributing. And right out of the gate, it's Ariel Sargent poking the pass free, and she's fouled. It's going to be Pioneer basketball. So a stop less than 20 seconds into the third quarter. Pioneers will look to add to this lead. Pettis running the show at the point guard spot. Little rip screen for Cameron Green in the post. They throw up over the top, and sitting there waiting for it was Brianna Griffiths. She comes down with the steal. Pass was just underthrown. Play was there. Alana Swift throws it off the face of a teammate. It bounces out to Brianna Griffiths, who had an open three, missed it. And 3 Pioneers on the deck. Austinson threw it to Pettis, who was on the deck at the time. She got up and chased it down and was fouled in the process by Avery Walker-Henry. 2 team fouls now on Graceland, less than a minute into the third quarter. Pettis gets it into the mid-post to Cameron Green, rolling to the rim, a great look, and Green just missed the layup. It's a couple times tonight. She's done a really nice job, got herself a good angle to the rim, and just unable to capitalize. Shoots over 50% from the field, typically a sure-handed around the rim. Gonzalez, she'll shoot it from behind the screen. Thought about it. That time was looking for Green on the roll. Stolen away by the Yellow Jackets. 3 on the way from Avery Walker-Henry, way too strong. And Green just flipped it up, stolen by Trinity Greenwood, and Greenwood lays it in, adding to her game-high 14. Gonzalez snakes the screen, uses it going left, misses the layup. Baruch the rebound. Yellow Jackets have numbers. Swift in transition. Stops, pops at the elbow, rattles out. Austinson came flying in for the rebound. The Pioneers can slow things down. Try to run some offense here. Pettis had her pass stolen away by Baruch, and Sargent stole it right back from behind. Now nobody in front of Brianna Pettis, and she hesitated for a moment, finally drives in and lays it up off the glass for 2. Coach Lewis going to take a 30-second timeout and just settle his group down. Been turnover happy here to get things started, but came out of the break with a 14-point lead, maintained a 14-point lead. 7:43 to go, third quarter. It'll be Graceland ball coming out of the timeout. Pioneers show full court press. They're cleaning up a wet spot over in front of the Yellow Jacket bench. I don't know why I'm doing that. I think it's because Pioneers played Baker a couple of nights ago and been saying Wildcats against them. It's the Yellow Jackets of Graceland University who inbounded against the press. Griffiths coast to coast drops it off. Walker-Henry was unable to handle the pass, goes out of bounds. Pettis refuses the screen, gets inside to her left hand, missed the floater. Walker Henry the rebound, she pushes. Had it poked away from behind by Sargent. Gonzalez brings it across. Goes to French, gets it right back, good chase action. Sargent inside, working on Baruch and scores with the left hand. Ariel Sargent, nice play inside. 41-25 lead. Swift, right wing, guarded by Pettis. Now gets it to Heaven Baruch, who stops and pops from 10 feet, rattles out. Had a quiet offensive game. It's the second leading scorer on the team, averages double figures, about 10 points a game. Just 3 here this afternoon. Austinson draws another foul, as she's done over and over today, this time going left.
That's your third personal, third team foul.
That's the third personal foul on Avery Walker Henry. She'll exit the game. That'll bring Janiah Davis in off the bench. And a 5-second violation on the Pioneers trying to inbound underneath their own goal. See that very often. And Gonzalez going to pick up Davis full court. Just a little token pressure. Yellow Jackets go right inside to Baruch, who missed it. Offensive rebound and putback no good. And Gonzalez comes out of a pile with the basketball, and she's going to be fouled by Brianna Griffiths, her second. That's the 4th team foul in the third quarter on the Yellow Jackets, and same tune as quarter number 2, as Pioneers will be in the bonus for the rest of the third quarter before they have even committed a team foul. Double ball screen alignment, and Pettis refused it, got all the way to the rim, missed the layup. Sargent steals a possession for the Pioneers. She came away with an offensive rebound. It was ripped away by Janiah Davis, but they were tied up long enough for the jump ball to be called. And the jump ball possession arrow favors the home team. Pioneers able to inbound this time, but all the way out near midcourt. French spinning back to her right hand, had a wild attempt blocked by Griffiths, and Graceland has numbers. 4-on-3 break. Davis kicks out to Swift. Swift also a quiet game. Scored 2 early mid-range jumpers and has not scored since, and now she commits the offensive foul. That's essentially the same call they called on Deanna Pettis in the first half. I kind of disagree with both of them, but Davis may have extended that off arm just a hair. Well, basketball is a contact sport. I think it's okay to have a little bump now and then.
Substitution for the Pioneers. Madison Haney. Jacob Graceland, number 5. Vegas Camacho.
Madison Haney will check in for the Pioneers halfway through the third. Gonzalez takes a seat. Little inverted pick and roll that time. Got an open look for Sargent, but missed it wide left. Graceland been discombobulated on the offensive end here. There's a spinning field goal attempt by Baruch off the mark. And Graceland going to steal a possession in the backcourt now. Last touch by the Pioneers. So Davis will inbound it from the dead corner. That's Vegas Camacho handling the ball against Rogers. She gets all the way to the rim. Right-handed layup rolls out. Pettis came away with the rebound, and she pushes the pace. Sargent thought about a three. She's going to be whistled for a travel. Turnover has been the story of the third quarter, I think, for both groups, really. Neither coach going to be thrilled with their half-court offense. Of course, some of it's in transition. A little flat, high ball screen. Baruch rolling to the rim and scores off the glass this time. Nice pass by Camacho. Pettis comes to the rescue all the way out at the midcourt line. Now drives into that left hand, gets the layup up and in. Anna Pettis somehow, some way continues to get to the rim driving left. I think teams would scout that a bit and make her go right. Not that she's not capable, but over and over and over again gets to the rim on the left side. Camacho calling out a set late in the shot clock now. 10, gets it on a give and go. Attacks French, they got a switch. 17-foot jumper way off the mark by Baruch. Haney pulls down the rebound and she brings it herself. Pettis again to the rim on the left side, stops and throws it back out for Rogers. No post players on the floor right now for the Pioneers. Rogers, three right in front of the bench, knocks it down, and then turns and picks up full court. Big shot from the sophomore out of Olathe East. Davis off a little floppy screen, missed the three-pointer off the back rim. Double ball screen for Rogers. She gets downhill to her right hand. Shot fakes, takes the contact, gets the and one. Aubrey Rogers knocks down a three in the next trip down. Looking for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. She's in double figures now with 11. Chance to add to it. And never changes the expression on her face. Doesn't get excited. I don't even know if I've seen her smile. Just locked in. Pioneers lead it by 3 touchdowns. It's a 21, make it a 22-point game. About 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Just what a run this women's basketball program has been on since January 1st. I believe it's 12 out of 13. I think they've lost just once. And that's to a really good, highly ranked Clark team. 3 on the way from the left wing from French, too strong. Gonzalez tracks it down. Now Lydia Austinson tries to split a double team. A lot of contact there. And they're going to say Graceland basketball. I don't know. It's either got to be deflected off of a yellow jacket or it's a foul on a yellow jacket. One of the two. Neither was called. Trinity McDowell will enter the game. McDowell guarding Griffiths out top, and she drives by and is fouled by McDowell, her first. And there it is. With just 2:13 left in the quarter, Pioneers pick up their first team foul. Griffiths knocks down the first free throw. Coach Lewis and his staff got to be thrilled with the defensive effort here today. And closing in on the end of the third quarter and holding a team under 30 points. This is a team that coming into the ball game averages about 68 points a game. On pace to be well under that here today. Nice pass. Jordan Gonzalez drops one off for Cameron Green, and Green lays it in on the left side. That's what happens when you gamble for a pass on the perimeter and you don't come up with the steal. Almost certain to give up a layup or an open three. That time, Gonzalez drops the dime for the easy two. Sophia Rodriguez over to Griffith up top. Camacho shot fakes, snakes into the lane, lost her dribble, but Griffiths got it back and just threw it out of bounds. She was looking for Sophia Rodriguez in the corner, just couldn't connect. For the first time, we'll see number 4, Claudine Hurt, in for Graceland. Couple of dribbles inside, and Cameron Green gets to that strong right hand, scores off the glass for 2. Back-to-back buckets for Green. And she's got 8 points now. It's a 53-29 lead for your Pioneers. And McDowell got a hand on that ball, but it found its way through to Brianna Griffiths for the easy 2. Pioneers can go 2 for 1 here if they so choose. Gonzalez pushing for a moment and then finds Cameron Green inside. There's my nominee for the Olathe Eye Care Good Vision Play of the Game, is another assist from Jordan Gonzalez through traffic up over the top to Cameron Green, who's now got double digits with 10. And Griffith's shot too strong. Yellow Jackets track it down. Save possession, and they're going to whistle Cameron Green for a foul in the corner there. No harm done. A couple fouls to give. It's just the second personal on Green. Going to be sideline out of bounds. Less than a half-second difference between shot and game clock. 3 on the way by Dilly. Rattles out. Gonzalez tracks down the rebound. Throws it ahead for Green, and it's stolen away, but that's going to end the third quarter. It is a 55-31 lead for the Pioneers heading into the fourth quarter of action here in the Cook Center, MNUsports.com. Yellow Jacket basketball to get things started here in the fourth quarter. It's a team that's 10-15 overall, 8-13 in the conference. Pioneers are 14-7 in league play. And again, have just dropped 1 in the second semester. Rolling at the right time. Coach John Lewis's clubs have made the national tournament all 12 years. As Lydia Austinson knocks down another 3, extends the lead. And making a late charge to do so here again. Make the national tournament, that is. Heaven Baruch with the hanging double clutch layup gets the finish to go that time. And a full court press from the Yellow Jackets. Gonzalez just throws it over the top. Austinson kicks to McDowell. She gets inside, kicks back to Austinson, who saves it from going out of bounds just barely. standing on 1 foot, falling into the Pioneer bench, saves it. Dilly whistled for the foul. Another 3 on the way for Lydia Austinson, and she knocks it down. Well executed out of the baseline, out of bounds set. Back-to-back triples for Lydia Austinson. Camry Dilly's 3 in response, too strong. Pettis in transition. Cut off, but finds Cameron Green sealing up the lane line. Nice post position and another post entry feed for an easy 2. Cameron Green now with 12. I think that leads the Pioneers in scoring. I believe Aubrey Rogers may have 12 as well. Short corner jumper off the mark by Hurt. Camacho tries a 3, too strong. Green pulls down the rebound. Pioneers can slow the pace a bit. Leading by 30 with just 8 minutes to go. Gonzalez keeping you honest. Tries to drive baseline and then pulls it back out. McDowell, 3 from the slot. Rattles out. Off the dribble, contested 16-footer. No good. And Gonzalez, 3 ball, knocks it down. She joins a host of Lady Pioneers in double figure scoring now with 10. And Pioneers have doubled up Graceland once again. 33-66 lead. Mid-range jumper off the mark. Been a lot of mid-range jump shots for this Graceland team here today, and that's by design from the defense. They're willing to give up some contested pull-up jump shots, 2-pointers especially. So I'm going to have to check the live stats. I don't recall Graceland knocking down many, if any, threes here today. Pettis' shot left short. Go inside to Baruch, guarded by Green. Fakes the left shoulder, turns over the right shoulder, misses the jumper. Austinson stops, nobody picks her up. 3 ball, and she hit another one. Lydia Austinson, 3 straight triples. 69-35 your score. There's a whole group of subs ready to enter the ball game for your Pioneers at the next dead ball as Graceland smokes another layup. McDowell grabs the rebound. Skip pass, Austinson, another one. She knocks it down. 4 for 4 from downtown, Lydia Austinson, in about the last 2 minutes. And she leads all scores with 16. Graceland finally gets an answer. Sophia Rodriguez hits a triple. And a technical foul has been called on the Graceland bench. And I don't believe it was on the head coach, as he's addressing the official right now, asking who the technical foul is on. It's on the Graceland bench, not the head coach. So uncertain if it's an assistant or a player that said something the official took offense to. But a bench technical, and Austinson will go right to the free throw line. And that was the first 3-pointer of the game made by the Wildcats there by Sophia Rodriguez. They were 0 for 10 prior to that. In stark contrast, the Pioneers shooting 45% from downtown, 11 for 24 from outside. Austinson leading the way with the 4 straight that she's made. Gonzalez has hit 2. Sargent's made 1. Aubrey Rogers is 2 for 2. And Allison French has knocked down a pair of triples. So an ovation for Austinson and her teammates, Gonzalez, McDowell, and Green, who exit the ball game. And the 5 on the floor now are Sargent, French, Pettis, Aubrey Rogers, and Mackenzie Manthe. Rogers off a screen to Sargent. Manthe posting inside, and that post entry was stolen away by Trinity Greenwood. She takes it coast to coast. Misses the layup. Mackenzie Manthe with the rebound. 5 minutes to go in the ball game, and Camacho fouls Rogers out near midcourt.
Vegas Camacho. That's her second. Third team foul.
Pioneers running some offense out top, dribble handoff. French inside to Manthe, double team comes, and she's fouled. For the third straight quarter, I don't know if this is that interesting. I find it interesting. You don't see it very often. This is the third straight quarter where the Pioneers will be in the bonus before committing a team foul. 4 team fouls now on Graceland. The next one Pioneers will shoot. I mean, the box score is lopsided in a lot of categories, but the foul count being one of them. Just 8 total fouls in the game on the Pioneers. 19 on the Yellow Jackets. Pettis is fouled on her drive to the rim. She's going to go to the line for 2.
Foul number 23, Navarra. That's her third. 5th team foul. Checking in for the Pioneers, Madison Haney. Vienna Pettis at the line will be shooting 2.
Pettis scores the first of 2, and she's now in double figures. (75-38) your score. Pettis, the lone starter left in the ball game. Pioneers don't truly have another point guard to play. And now we'll see Amaya Marlott check in for the first time today. And Pettis will take a rest, so be point guard by committee, I would imagine. Let me give Aubrey Rogers a little bit more ball handling responsibility. We'll see. Haney kicks it out of bounds on the inbound. Saves a would-be layup, though, as Trinity Greenwood had curled to the rim. Baru to the rim, missed it. French pokes it to Madison Haney, who finally corrals the rebound and then had it stolen right back by Claudine Hurt, who then puts up a wild 10-footer, left it short. Rogers, nice job handling, finds an open Allison French. 3 on the way, it's good.
For 3.
The onslaught continues from behind the three-point line. And maybe the lone bright spot offensively today here for Graceland. Trinity Greenwood scores another one. She's got 16. Herself a nice game on the offensive end. Rogers in traffic, fouled hard, will go to the line for 2.
Foul number 23, Evan Barak. That's her 4th. Aubrey Rogers at the line will be shooting 2. Checking for Graceland. Number 1, Janaya Davis. Checking for the Pioneers, Mary Lukert.
And checking in now for the Pioneers, number 10, Mary Lukert. Rogers knocks down the free throw. got them both. Mary Lukert's a freshman guard from Sabetha, Kansas. Getting some action in a conference game. Picks the ball up full court. Another long two from the Wildcats, no good. Offensive rebound and a kick out also off the mark from Davis. As it's a 40-point spread now. Rogers gets a screen, gets all the way to the rim, and she's fouled, gonna go right back to the free throw line. Manthe was there for the rebound putback, but instead it'll be Aubrey Rogers at the charity stripe.
That's your third personal. Aubrey Rogers at the line, shooting 2.
Hurt, guarded by Lukert out top. Lost it for a moment, got her handle back on it, and just about threw it away. Madison Haney deflects it out of bounds. Now Manthe will exit to a ovation as we'll see Jalissa Maker. Excuse me, it's Samara Smith. She's checked in for the first time for your Pioneers, a freshman out of Branson, Missouri. Smith standing at 6'1". Play the inside spot for your Pioneers now.
Foul number 4, Madison Haney. That's your first team foul.
The first personal foul on Madison Haney, and finally the Pioneers commit a team foul, and Haney back-to-back fouls on the inbounds.
Foul number 4, Madison Haney. That's your second personal. Second team foul. Checking in for the Pioneers, number 35, Trinity McDowell.
And McDowell will head back in, and now Yellow Jackets will inbound on the baseline. Behind the back, step through, and the bucket's good. It's a nice take from Janiah Davis. And then Davis pokes it away, and Graceland gonna come up with a steal.
Jump ball possession, Pioneers.
And, excuse me, instead of a steal, it's a jump ball, and good hustle there by Lukert to cause the jump ball. Pioneers will keep possession. Officials are conferencing about, I think, whether or not to reset the shot clock. Or maybe there's some, there may be Lukert may have a cut that they need to tend to. He can't play with open wounds, so she's gonna get taken a look at by the athletic training staff. She's got quite a little goose egg on her head there. Doesn't look like it's bleeding, but certainly a knot that they're going to want to check out. Hopefully she's okay. A good hustle play there for the freshman. McDowell, strong drive off to the right side and had it deflected out of bounds off her knee. Graceland basketball. Strong drive inside from Greenwood, and she's tripped up. Not sure if they're going to call that a shooting foul or not. Nope, it's going to be on the floor. Foul is on Samara Smith.
Third team foul.
Dilly up over Marlott for the two. It's a tough basket. Marlott, nice step through and gets the bucket to go on the up and under. It's a nice take by Amaya Marlott. Makes it 83-44 lead. Post entry batted around. Pioneers come up with another steal. Rogers to Smith on the pick and pop. Her jumper too strong. Marlott the rebound. And she goes right around the defender for another scoop layup off the mark and was battling for the offensive rebound, but eventually Yellow Jackets come away with it. Davis inside, up and under. Same move, and this time she's fouled. We'll go to the line for two. We're going to get Madison Haney again. That's her third personal.
That's her third, fourth team foul. Shania Davis at the line. That was number one, Shania Davis. That's her second personal. Aubrey Rogers at the line, shooting two.
Rogers back at the free throw line where she's been all night tonight. Converts and now has 16 points in the game. Splits the two and just 1 minute remaining before this game will mercifully come to a close. Samara Smith pulls down a rebound. The Pioneers get her in the stat book. McDowell thought about a three. Instead, finds Smith rolling to the rim. Had it partially blocked, got her own miss. Second chance also off the mark. McDowell casts up a three, top of the key, and knocks it down. Trinity McDowell from downtown. And Haney commits her fourth foul in about a minute and a half of action here in the fourth quarter. Excuse me. Madison Haney draws the foul on Davis, and so Haney will go to the free throw line. Take that back.
Shania Davis, that's her third. Madison Haney at the line, shooting two.
And Haney knocks down the first free throw. Haney got them both. And shot clock finally off. Dilly, three, strong off the backboard. And jump ball arrow in favor of the Yellow Jackets. Greenwood to Hurt. Hurt drives in, double clutch layup off the mark. Marlott another rebound. Gets it to Haney to Rogers, and they can just cross midcourt, and that will do it. So big games across the board for a bunch of different Pioneers in double figure scoring, and an 89-46 blowout win to continue their hot streak. Thanks for tuning in, MNUsports.com.